Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late May, early June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aquarians. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you. Guides, what's up with Aquarius? And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's rock. What do we got for Aquarius, please, my guides? Here it is, nice and quick. Okay, so we have the Little Mermaid showing up here, my friends. Beautiful card. I love the message that's attached to this. It hasn't shown up in quite a while, so I find it interesting here. I love the beautiful aesthetics of this card. Just the energy connected to it is so beautiful. You might be in the mind a little more than usual, but before we start peeling back all the layers of that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look here at this beautiful, beautiful energy. So we see this mermaid. She's surrounded by all this beauty in the sea, this natural beauty, but her head is up in the clouds. So when I see this, I think of the actual Little Mermaid show or movie. I think of someone that is in a beautiful place but wants to be somewhere else. So you might be thinking towards the future, some place you would rather be or you want to be. Or this could literally just represent somebody with a very active mindset, like someone with their head in the clouds, right? Not paying too much attention to what's going on around them. So you might be thinking. And that is a very common thing when we look at air signs, right? Like super active mentally, which can be good, but I would caution to have an outlet for this mental energy. For a portion of you, maybe it's someone that has you on the mind as well. But there is that future focus here with our friend Ariel. Let's get into tarot, though. I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, we're going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get that juicy, intuitive stuff going. Let's shuffle it up here for Aquarius. My gods, what do we got going on? So, last week's reading. It was interesting. I haven't had a reading like that in quite a while. It was titled They Messed Up. So whether it was someone making a mistake or a mishap, someone possibly admitting that, a lot of those archetypes were showing up that someone might have made the wrong move, wrong choice, wrong decision. So we're going to see what we have this week. And I can never predict what the Aquarius readings are going to be like. They're usually very layered with a lot of stuff happening. It's one of my favorite ones to read. Let's get you 3 cards. And you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone else's. What do we got for Aquarius here in the back end of May as we move into June? Yeah, deck is being specific now. There we go. Emperor. Energy of control. Okay, there might be something you're trying to get under control. Okay, we'll see what's up with this. The Emperor is always an interesting card. I see it as a positive. Depends on who you talk to, though, right? Let's get you 2 more. I might be a little biased because I have some Aries placements. Hey, we got the Ace of Swords. Okay, there might be something you were taking very, very seriously, my Aquarian friends. When I see, like, the Ace of Swords next to the Emperor, like, this is super, like, no joke. No time for joking here with this energy. Let's get you 1 more. As with every week's reading, this one's going to be layered. I could already see it. Okay, thank you, Magician. Powerful, powerful. And we have this interesting control dynamic showing up here on both sides of the spread. Let's go through and I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy, intuitive stuff going. Now, when I look here at first glance, watch out for power struggles in this time, because these 2 cards, the Emperor, the Magician, they're both cards that could represent control, okay, in some way or manner. Then we have this communication in the middle. That's something to watch out for. Watch out for power struggle or power dynamics in this time. But let's go through one by one. 2 powerful major arcana. We have this airy, thought-based, communication-based energy as well. But position number 1, we have the Emperor. You might be connected to an Aries when this card shows up. This card could represent father figures. This could represent older male figures in your life. This could represent authority figures, right? Like bosses, CEOs, things like that. Like someone who's the big boss. You might be stepping into that mode, like big boss mode for whatever reason. When I see the Emperor, I think of the prototypical shot caller type of energy. So you might be stepping into that energy of trying to get something right, get it under control, set things up, dot the I's, cross the T's. That's what we think of here. The Emperor could also represent the material as well. Very similar. It's the yin to the Empress's yang. So we're going to see what that, I mean, all cards have positive and negative as well. So this could represent someone who is very stern or even overbearing. So like, whereas the Empress could be a softer touch, the Emperor could be a little harsh sometimes, especially next to a card like the Ace of Swords. Could be some sort of harsh communication, right? Or a serious one. This could be someone swinging that sword. There might be certain things you're removing from your life in this time. You might be seeing things very clearly. When I see the Ace of Swords, I always say all aces are opportunities. But the Sword of Truth is a card of mental clarity and speaking honestly and clearly, okay? And once again, it has that air of seriousness to it, as with this Emperor. So we really want to see what's up here. These cards can be quite harsh depending on what clarifies them, though. So you might not be as soft-hearted as you normally are in this time, or somebody around you might be acting a little harsher than they normally do. We'll just see what's up with that. But nothing wrong with the Sword of Truth showing up in a spread. I actually really like it. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the Magician. When I see the Magician, I think of manifesting. I think of creating. Think of that magnetic energy of things, people, just things coming towards you quickly. It's the energy of pure creation when we see this Magician. However, the inverse side of this Magician could be someone that is a control freak or someone that needs to control an outcome. So you see what I mean? How we have this power dynamic of two people possibly vying for control or two people trying to control an outcome here. But the Magician can be seen as very positive. It is also a card of spirituality. All right, so it could be extra interest in spiritual things in this time. When we see the Magician, it could be interest in ritual as well. Let me get these cards straight. But I do like this card. You could be creating big things in your life when this shows up. So with all that being said, I really want to dive deeper on all this action, Aquarius. Let me just try to get these right. It's not as easy as it looks. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Aquarians. Let's see what's going on, my guides. What do we got? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on that Emperor, though? And yes, Aquarius, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aquarius, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Emperor time. Could be a person in your life, possibly. Hey, there's the Empress in reverse. Okay. Yeah, it might be time for you to really, not like no more Mr. Nice Guy, no more Mr. Nice Gal type of energy with the Empress in reverse. I will say this, though, Aquarius, regardless of the situations or things, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, when we have the Emperor and Empress coming out right next to each other, doesn't matter that she's in reverse. This is an energy of completion. This is an energy of somebody feeling whole, somebody feeling complete. So this could be very good. There could be something really nice coming in. We'll see what shows up in the rest of the reading, but there could be some sort of win or victory, a very big one. These guys together could represent soulmates, soul connections. They're generally very good, but intuitively I was feeling like, all right, it might be time for a firm hand with whatever you're going through. Like, don't be as nice, don't be as soft. Like, you might need to be a little more firm, okay? Not saying you need to go out of hand or get out of control, but just strict in your ways. That's just what I'm seeing. We're going to keep moving over. I don't feel like I want to overcomplicate this message, because I feel like it's either time to be a little more strict, stern, harsh, or like I said, this is an energy of completion, wins, victories. So let's see how the rest of this reading plays out. Interesting stuff. What's going on that Ace of Swords? Like I said, that could be a conversation, message, talk of some kind. So what's that Ace of Swords about? Thank you. Maybe there's a power struggle within yourself. Wow. Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright underneath this Ace of Swords. Like, this is something that is almost shockingly good. It's almost shockingly good, my friends. With the Wheel of Fortune in the upright underneath this Ace of Swords. Brand new opportunities. Once again, and I want to mention this. Look at all this major arcana. I don't pull a lot of cards when I read, and I'm sure you guys notice that. We have 5 cards out. 4 of them are powerful, strong major arcana, and very positive leaning as well. So regardless of these power dynamics or power struggles that I was warning against, like maybe it's a struggle within oneself, but when I see this Wheel of Fortune, this is a 4-leaf clover. This is somebody catching a lucky break, a lucky opportunity, something huge. Now, this can represent karmic cycles. A lot of you could be going through some sort of massive change or a huge change of some sort as well. But overall, this feels very, very positive, and it feels extremely good. Okay, but you might be in a very ever-evolving situation or an ever-changing one. But with a card of beginnings, a card of the karmic cycles, all these energies are just extremely powerful, all right, especially with the completion. Let's keep moving forward. I would say this bodes very, very, very well. I would claim that energy in the center, okay? Because this tells me whatever's coming your way, it's going to be straightforward, honest, and true. I still get a little more strictness, needing to be a little more firm or harsh in your ways, but good things can come from this. Let's go in on that Magician. Then we'll do a quick recap. Overall, this is exciting. This is a very exciting energy I'm catching so far. So why is this Magician here before we do our recap in shadow? Thank you. 9 of Swords in reverse. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So all that mental energy we were picking up in the very beginning, this could be somebody really trying to control their mind state, control how they look at things, control how they view things. Some of you might be struggling against like some invasive thoughts here and there, but I get the vibe of somebody trying to make the best of it or trying to see the silver lining on something, which is very, very positive to me. I would always say, like, please make sure you're not reverse manifesting when we have something like this on the back end. But the 9 of Swords in reverse is good. To me, in the upright, it's stress, it's nervous, it's anxious. In reverse, that is melting away, especially under a card of control. You might have more control in a situation than you think you do. I'll just put that out there for some of you. Like, whatever it is you're going through right now, even if it feels like you don't have much of a say or much control in it, you might have a lot more control than you really think you do with all these energies showing up here. But this bodes very well. Once again, like I said, we're catching various different wins and victories showing up here, blessings and karmic energies, and it's just so, so powerful here. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. In position number 1, and I did say, yeah, there is some sort of energy of needing to control or trying to control something, whether within oneself or outwardly, but we have the Emperor in the upright with the Empress in reverse. For some of you, whatever situations and issues you're going through, you might need to be a little more firm. No more Mr. Nice Guy or gal, right? Like, be a little more strict in your ways. With this energy, I did possibly see some sort of harsh conversation or talk needing to be had, but I also saw the energy of completion with the Emperor and the Empress, like something feeling complete or whole, which is good, especially as we move on and we have the Ace of Swords new with a card of cycles, the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, lucky break, lucky day, 4-leaf clover, something changing, right? Ever changing, but changing for the better. These are energies that I would claim front to back. This is a very positive reading. Lots of different wins and victories here, my friends. Seeing lots of signs of energetic improvement. Even though there's control stuff happening, like, and I did say right here as we move to the back end, you might have more control in your situations than you think you do, because we have the Magician with the 9 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, energy of someone trying to control their minds, thoughts, might be having invasive thoughts here and there, but this is stress and anxiety melting away, and it feels very good to me, and it feels positive. Just watch out for reverse manifesting, but overall, even though there's big change, there's so much positivity and blessings in this spread. I would claim it. So please take a screenshot. I'm going to see what's in the shadows for you. What's in the shadows for Aquarius, please? Guides and spirit team. That was a nice spread. What we got? And yeah, I always like to check what's in the shadows before we close it out. I always feel like it's a nice introspective thing to do. So what's in the shadows for Aquarius? whether it's within yourself or something you don't quite see. Strength. Okay, yeah, some of you might be going through a test of some sort in this time when we have the strength card in the shadows. Okay, there may have been times in the past where you didn't pass certain tests, right? And that's okay. No one can win every single battle we go up against, right? It's part of life. You win some, you lose some. The strength card could represent a Leo that you have a connection to, or it is in your shadows for whatever reason, okay? But when I see the strength, I think of someone's inner strength and determination. So when I see this in the shadows, if you're going through a very difficult time right now, this could be spirit saying like, hey, they're being tested, right? Testing the progress. For some of you, you might just need to have a little more determination, like to see something through, have some follow through when we have this. Because there may have been times in the past with this as a shadow card where you could have given up on certain things a little too soon. But hey, I'm not judging, my friends. It is what it is. Take from it what you will. But Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. For the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 boxes of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is an awesome deck. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one spoke to you the most. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I will announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.